What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Nathan. Today we're going to be doing something totally different. We're not going through a full installation. We're just going to go through a quick review and walkthrough. We get asked some very common questions a lot, so I'll knock some of them out right now. One of the first ones being, does our Apple CarPlay and Android Auto interface work on a 2022 Nissan Patrol? Yes, this is a 22. As you can see, pretty much the only change that they made on the 22 is the new grille, new logos. Yes, it will work on a 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. As long as it's got a factory touchscreen display, we have an interface that will work with the car. And like I said, we're not going to go through the install. We have plenty of videos with how to do these installations, whether it be the Android screens or the CarPlay interfaces or what have you. We're just going to jump in the car now and show you how it works, run through some common questions, and that's pretty much it. So let's get right into it. Guys, this video is sponsored by Car Vertical. Whether you are in the market to buy a used or brand new Nissan Patrol, or a brand new Nissan Navara, or a used Audi S4, doesn't matter what car, Car Vertical operates in more than 20 countries across the globe. They gather data from national registries, car insurance companies, vehicle databases, maintenance websites, auctions websites, car sales websites, all the information that you need to do your due diligence. All you need to do is jump on the website, pop the VIN number in, and it's going to give you all that information. Can tell you whether a car was stolen in the past, if it's had odometer fraud, if it was used as a taxi. If you're looking at a brand new vehicle, you may think that the car is totally clean. It might not be the case. It's good to jump on, put the VIN number in, and there might be something that the dealer has not told you about, and that can help you negotiate a better deal. Or if you're looking at a used car, if it was in an accident, this website is going to show you all of the history. If it was in an accident, it's even going to show you the pictures of the damage from car auction websites, previous sale prices, all that sort of stuff. So what we're going to do now, guys, we're going to jump onto carvertical.com. We're going to put in 2 VIN numbers and we're going to look at 2 different reports and have a look at how they differ from each other. And if you want to search a car that you're looking for, if you know somebody that's buying a car, if you have people reaching out to you asking questions, a lot of people do that to me. You can just jump on Car Vertical, put the VIN number in, and it's going to give you all that information. If you use the link in the description, you will save yourself 10% off. And now let's go look at 2 reports. All right, guys, so here we have a report of a Volkswagen Golf. Okay, the VIN number we can see right here. And then if we look down straight away at a glance, it's telling us that there is mileage fraud potentially on this vehicle. It has not been stolen. It was in an accident and it was not used as a taxi. So we can keep going down and then we can look at some of the spotted activity here. Okay, so this stuff is all really good to read. It'll show you manufactured, registered, maintenance, all good. Okay, then we go down, we keep going down. Okay, now you can see here near side headlamp was low, so that's showing you a little fault that the car had. It was then moved on to Australia, okay, and we can see it was registered here, inspected here. Now we don't have any finance, it's not a handicap or a driving school vehicle, so we've got no records here. That is all good. Stolen check, okay, so this is going to check across all the countries in the world if it was stolen via a police report, which all look good. Now we can see here, look at this mileage. So mileage all adds up, and then after 87,000 kilometers it drops down. Okay, so that looks like mileage fraud there. So that's something to take note of. And we go down and it's telling you here that the odometer may have been altered, or most likely was altered. And we keep going down and you can see here it's even showing you a damage record now, and you can see all of the countries that they perform checks on for all of this stuff. We can keep going down. It was also salvaged. Okay, so let's keep going down. It shows you pricing, so approximate market value, when it was previously sold, and then some more vehicle information, and then we go all the way down and look at this. You can see the accident. Okay, so this is really, really important. You could potentially be buying this car after it was repaired and not even know that this is the kind of damage that it has encountered in the past. So that is just one record from Car Vertical. This is really, really, really handy thing to have. Now let's go ahead and compare that with my Audi S4. Okay, so we can see here we've got the Audi S4 Quattro. We keep going down, so no mileage fraud, no theft, no accidents, and it was not used as a taxi, although some of my friends may say that it is a taxi. We keep going down, spotted activity, so we can see when it was manufactured, when it was on sale, when it was sold. No finance, not handicapped, no driving school. And then if we keep going down here, we can see no mileage fraud, which is perfect. Everything lines up. That is awesome. So no problems found with odometer. Keep going down. Damage, there was no significant damage to this vehicle, so it wasn't crashed, it wasn't registered as it was in an accident, it's never been in an accident, and we can see all of the countries that it was checked in. We keep going down, they're doing some more checks, okay, so flood damage, fire damage, there's all sorts of checks here that we can go through. So if you were looking at this vehicle, so it was previously listed for sale at $20,900, and hopefully it's worth a bit more than that now. And we keep going down, shows us some more specs of the vehicle and equipment from the manufacturer, which is awesome. Okay, so this is actually showing you the options list of the car as well, which is pretty cool. So usually you could only get this information from Audi, so that's pretty awesome. And then checklist, no recalls found, which is even better. And then some other basic checks. So this is a good report, okay? Now just being able to jump online and put the VIN number in, you can quickly see all of this information of the car. It's very, very handy to have. Like I said, 10% off in the description below. So with this Apple CarPlay interface, basically everything in the car is going to stay the exact same. You're not going to lose any features. Nothing is changed whatsoever. We do add something though. In this vehicle, we've put it right here, and that's because the customer wants to be able to use their phone holder and use the charge port that we've now added. Okay, so that's just gonna plug in there to give you charge. The one underneath it called audio, that's going to run your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto if you want to run a wired connection. So normally where that goes is in the centerpiece there, and I'll insert a little clip of where it would normally go. So you can have it here. Normally it's over there, so it's easier access. Today it's here, and that's pretty much it. So we'll jump into the car now and have a look at the screen. All right guys, so the interface is in, the job is completely finished, and as you can see, the car looks totally standard. Nothing looks like it's been touched, removed, changed, anything like that. Pretty much ready to go. We'll go ahead and start the car. So you get the factory Nissan logo. Okay, you're gonna push to accept. So your factory touchscreen is working. You've still got your factory navigation screen. You can go to audio. Okay, that's gonna bring us into the interface. Let's just quickly go back before we get into that interface. You've still got your FM radio, mapping, info, climate. Everything is just going to work totally as before. There's no differences here whatsoever. The only thing you need to do is select iPod before you go into the interface. So let's select iPod. It brings you into the interface when you do that anyway, but if you do want to get back and forth, just hold back. That's it. Okay, so now that we're in the interface, this is the screen that you will be greeted with. We've already set the time and date. We've already pretty much set everything up. You can see here there's navigation, video, music, CarPlay, Netflix, apps, and settings. In settings, you can go through here, change the app path. So what if you, on the last page, you know, Netflix, if you wanted to open something else, you can change it. Generally just leave that. Factory settings is password protected, so anyone that's a customer of ours will give you the password, and you can go ahead and get in there and change some of those settings. Upgrades, if it needs a software update, we can send you the update and you can upgrade it through here. Passwords change depending on what we're doing, so there's no blanket password for what we're doing. So if you need an update, you need to reach out to us so we can help you with it. If we get back out of settings, we'll go over to applications. In applications, there's a lot of apps that you can use and play with, like YouTube, Play Store if you want to go ahead and download apps. You can download HEMA mapping if you want HEMA. There's a lot of people that like HEMA. You've got Google Maps there. You can go over a page, normal Google. Sound DSP if you want to change the sound, yes, you can do that. AV1 for people with caravans. We've added caravan cameras to this system before. All sorts of stuff like that. Bluetooth music, Netflix, Waze, and Z-Link. So if you want to connect your phone wirelessly, which I'm sure a lot of you probably want to do, you're going to go into Bluetooth and pair, and it's going to give you a device name. I'm going to open my phone, find that device name in Bluetooth. Okay, this is very important that you follow these steps. So once you find the BT63CC, it might be a different name, but once you find that name, tap on it, put in the password 0000, pair. Keep your phone open, okay, while this is happening. And we can go through and make sure that it paired. Okay, we can already tell it's paired because it's connecting. A lot of people will just close their phone now. This is not the right thing to do. You need to wait and you need to keep this open. Okay, so in this case it didn't ask. That's annoying because normally it will. I probably paired to that many CarPlay modules from this phone. I don't know why it didn't, but anyway. It's gonna come up and say, do you wanna use CarPlay? Here, cancel or use CarPlay. You have to hit use CarPlay. If you're at that connecting page and you just do that, it'll sit there and connect forever. It will never ever get into CarPlay because you haven't allowed it from your phone. You might open your phone and realize that it's not even there now. So in that case, you're in the connecting screen and you didn't hit use CarPlay, you need to go here to that same one you paired, get here, forget this device. We're gonna forget it, okay? Then what we're gonna do, it's important, you have to go to search, type in the word CarPlay. I'm gonna have 100 in here, you probably won't have as many. Find the most recent one that you've just paired to and delete it. Okay, I've got heaps in there, so don't worry about mine. And delete it, then start again. Then it will come up. So if I were to find that module in that CarPlay setting, delete it, it will ask me again, do you want to use CarPlay? That's the CarPlay side of things. There's a bit going on there. If it doesn't make sense, drop a comment below. But essentially, go to Bluetooth, pair the Bluetooth, go to Z-Link, hit use CarPlay. You've got wireless CarPlay. If you don't want wireless CarPlay, you can just plug it in. Okay, this will charge your device and it will connect to CarPlay as well. So here, even plugging in, it's asked you, do you want to allow CarPlay? Yes. And there we are, we're in CarPlay. A couple little things you might notice, Infinity logo, and that this is on the wrong side. So we're gonna unplug our device. We're gonna go to settings. We're gonna go Infinity logo. And we're gonna change that to, you can put whatever you want really, but I would recommend just putting this in there as it is a Nissan. And then driver's place on the right hand side, and that's it. Every other setting you can pretty much leave, don't worry about them. Okay, that's CarPlay set up. Now we go back into CarPlay. We've got the Nissan logo and we've got this on the correct side. Now what we want to do, let's go over to Spotify and let's play some music. Alright, doesn't matter what, this is good. And here we have sound. Now we're going to listen to this sound and see how good it is. Which you probably won't be able to hear, but that's alright.
Yeah. I see him creeping, shut the back door. Turn the arena to a...
So steering wheel controls work, as you might have just seen. Change the song, and the volume sounds good. If your volume sounds bad, tinny, very weird, and you've got a TIL, like this car with the Bose amp, this is what you need to do. Go to home, okay, as you see I just swipe from the top, and then press the home button that comes up. So a little swipe from the top, home. Then we're gonna go apps, settings, sound. And you'll probably notice your media volume's cranked all the way up. Just crank it down a little bit, about there, okay? Just play with it until it sounds perfect. Call volume down, alarm volume, and notification volume can both be down. That's it, okay? That's how you fix that sound issue. What's happening is the module uses like an AUX input to the iPod port of the original CD player. If the input volume is too high, it's going to create static and all sorts of weird tinny sounds from the amplifier through the speakers. So what you need to do is just turn that main volume down, and you're basically turning the input volume down. Okay, that's that. So that's your CarPlay. We don't have an Android phone, so I can't show you, but Android devices, same thing. You just need to plug it in, open up your phone, make sure you hit your permissions and all that sort of stuff, and Android Auto will work through here. Android Auto is not wireless, for anyone wondering, it's wired only, okay? Netflix and YouTube and all that sort of stuff, if you have a TIL, it will work with the rear screens, okay? It's just the module has a HDMI output, and all these new Patrols have a HDMI input right at the bottom here, if you didn't know that already, which you should. How do we get that to work? This is what we need to do. On your phone, doesn't matter if it's an iPhone or Android, settings, personal hotspot, and have it on. That's it. Then go to the home page of your module, tap on Wi-Fi. Turn Wi-Fi on, find the phone. So that's my phone right there. Tap on it, put in the password, connect. Keep an eye up here, make sure it's connected. It says connected, that's important that it says connected. Now, every internet feature on the module will work, okay? So, let's try that again. If we go to Netflix, Netflix will load up. It will ask us to sign in or even do an update potentially. There you go. So you can sign into Netflix, use Netflix right there like that. You can go to apps, YouTube, that will all work now that we have internet. You can go to Play Store. Play Store is going to ask you to sign in with a Gmail account. The Gmail account will be saved to the module, so that means when you go into YouTube, it'll already be logged in for you. But you just have to sign in with an account, okay? We leave this for the customers, we're not going to sign in with our account. And that's pretty much it. So any internet feature thing will work. You don't need to use just a phone for hotspot. If you've got a personal hotspot dongle, you can use that. Speaking of that, it might need power. There's 2 more USBs in the glove box. Okay, so with them, if you've got a USB or hard drive of movies and music, you can watch it from here. Or if you have a hotspot that needs USB charge, you can just leave it in the glove box. Okay, so there's that. We're knocking out heaps quick because there's a lot to these modules. People ask if the reverse camera works. The answer is yes. The reverse camera will continue to work. We'll go back to CarPlay. So CarPlay is working. This is great because you've got Google Maps there, Apple Maps, Waze Maps, all working. So with Navi, right, if we were to tap on Navi, it brings up Google Maps. Of course, it's going to ask you to sign in. You can skip it. Now that we have internet, you can use Google Maps here like it would be on a tablet. Let's go here, all right? If we press this, for better, we need to turn the location on, so we turn it on. There we go. Okay, so that just found us now. Because we've got internet, Google Maps will work. This is totally separate to CarPlay. This is not running through CarPlay, this is Google Maps as its own application. If you want to use it that way, it's fine, but you do need to have internet connected. Video and music, again, going to work through those 2 USBs that we looked at earlier. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, both run through that app. DVRs for a dash cam, don't worry about it. If you do want a dash cam, come and see us. We're going to give you like a Blackview or GNet, something really good. Not these ones here, they're not that good. So that is pretty much it. At a glance, that is the system. I think I've answered a lot of the common questions that we get. If you have any other questions about these integration kits, drop a comment below. We only use one. Same as most of our stuff, we do a lot of testing. This is the one that we've landed on that we like. If you want to pick up this exact kit, we do sell them on the www.shoptfb website. Drop a comment below if you've already purchased one of these from us and you're using it and you're having a great time with it or a bad time. Let me know. Yeah, that's pretty much it. For any other inquiries, installation inquiries, anything like that, again, www.shoptfb.com. Fill out the contact form. We'll reach out to you as soon as possible. Thank you all so much for watching. Catch you in the next one.